Chapter 1. The Unexpected Offer. I sat in the back of the Uber, staring at the text Victoria Hawthorne had sent 2 hours earlier. Victoria, my office. 7 p.m. Come alone. No, please, no explanation. Just a command from the woman who had never bothered to learn my last name. The elevator opened straight into her penthouse office. Victoria stood by the window, city lights glittering behind her like cold diamonds. She didn't turn around right away. "You're late," she said. "Traffic," I muttered. She finally faced me. Perfect hair, perfect suit, perfect ice in her eyes. "Sit." I stayed standing. "What is this about?" She picked up a folder, walked to the desk, and slid a single check across the polished wood. I looked down. $50 million. My name already typed on the pay line. My throat closed. "What the hell is this?" "It's freedom," Victoria said. "For both of you. Take it, disappear, and never contact my daughter again." I laughed, short and ugly. "You think I'm for sale?" "Everyone is," she answered. "I'm just offering the highest bid you'll ever see in your life." I stared at the numbers again. 50 million. My mom wouldn't have to work double shifts at the diner. My little sister could finish med school. My dad's medical bills, gone. "Where's Elena?" I asked, voice cracking. "Does she know you're doing this?" "Elena is at a charity gala. Smiling for cameras. Exactly where she belongs." Victoria folded her arms. "She'll get over you in a month. Rich girls always do. You don't know her at all. I know she deserves better than a boy who grew up in a trailer park and still smells like it." The words hit harder than I wanted. I clenched my fists. "Sign," she said, placing a pen on top of the check. "Or walk away with nothing and watch me destroy every job offer you ever get. Your choice." My hand shook as I picked up the pen. I thought of Elena laughing in our tiny kitchen, wearing my old t-shirt, burning toast. I thought of her saying forever. I signed. Victoria didn't smile. She just nodded once, like she'd closed a business deal. "You have until tomorrow night to leave the country," she said. "A car will take you to the airport. First-class ticket to anywhere you want. After that, the money hits your account and you become a ghost." I folded the check and put it in my pocket. It felt heavier than gold. "Tell Elena," my voice broke. "Tell her I'm sorry." "Elena will never hear your name again," Victoria said. "That's part of the deal." I turned to leave. At the elevator I stopped. "You know this is going to destroy her, right?" Victoria finally looked almost human for half a second. Better a few tears now than a lifetime of regret later. The doors closed. Back at our apartment? Her apartment, really? I packed one suitcase. Elena's perfume still hung in the air. Her toothbrush still sat by the sink. I left my key on the counter with a note I couldn't make myself write more than, "I'm sorry. I love you. This is the only way I can protect you." My phone buzzed. "Elena. Elena. Baby, where are you? Gala is boring without you. Come save me?" I stared at the screen until it blurred. I turned the phone off. At 3 a.m. the private car was waiting downstairs. The driver didn't speak. Just held the door open to the black Mercedes. As we pulled away from the building I'd called home for 2 years, I looked up at our window on the 12th floor. The light was still on. She was probably pacing, calling my dead phone, crying. I pressed my forehead to the cold glass. "I'm doing this for us," I whispered to no one. "I swear I am." The check burned against my chest the entire flight to Paris. I didn't sleep. I just stared out at the dark Atlantic and felt the old me die somewhere over the ocean. The new one, the one who was about to become someone Elena's mother would never see coming, was already waking up. Chapter 2. Heartbreak in Exile. I step off the plane in Paris, the city's lights blurring through my teary eyes. My chest aches like someone's ripped my heart out. I rent a small apartment by the Seine, its view sparkling at night, but every corner screams Elena, her laugh, her soft touch. I can't escape her. "Yo, you okay?" Marco's voice crackles through my phone on a shaky video call. I'm slumped on the couch, a half-empty coffee mug beside me. "No, man. Her mom paid me $50 million to leave. I signed it, Marco." I left her. My voice breaks and I rub my face hard. She what? That's messed up, bro. Elena know about this? His eyes widen on the screen. I don't know. I couldn't stay. They think I'm trash. My throat tightens, picturing Elena's smile fading when she realized I was gone. You're not trash. You're Jake. You'll figure this out, Marco says, his voice firm. What's the plan now? I don't have one. I feel like I betrayed her, but her mom, she made it clear I'd ruin Elena's life. I lean back, staring at the ceiling. Use the money, man. Build something. Don't let them win, he urges before the call cuts out. My phone buzzes. A text from Lila, my sister. Jake, don't waste this chance. Mom and Dad need you to be smart. I sigh, guilt mixing with anger. Lila's right, but all I see is Elena's face, wondering why I vanished. Revenge or forget? The question gnaws at me. Days blur. I wander Paris's streets, numb, the city's beauty mocking my pain. One afternoon, I slump into a cafe, the smell of fresh bread barely registering. An old man at the next table, his hair silver and eyes sharp, notices me scribbling aimlessly on a napkin. Lost in thought, young man? His voice is warm, accented. I glance up, startled. Yeah, just figuring things out. I'm Henri. He extends a hand, his grip strong. You look like someone with a story. I'm Jake, I say, hesitating. Got a bad one though. Betrayed by someone I trusted. Henri leans back, sipping his coffee. I started my first business after my partner stole everything. Built it from nothing. Pain can fuel you, Jake. Fuel. I scoff, but his words hit deep. How do you turn hurt into something good? Start small. Dream big. What do you love? His eyes lock on mine, steady. Maybe. Apps, startups. Always wanted to try. My voice lifts, a spark flickering. Then try. You're here, aren't you? Make it count. Henri slides a business card across the table. Call if you need advice. I pocket the card, my mind racing. That night, I sketch ideas for a green energy app, the pencil shaking in my hand. It's the first time I feel alive since leaving. But when I sleep, Elena's voice haunts me. Why, Jake? Why'd you go? I wake up sweating, the betrayal cutting deeper. I grip my phone, tempted to call her, but stop. Not yet. I need to prove I'm more than her mom's payout. Chapter 3, Seeds of a New Beginning. I sat in a tiny Paris cafe with Henri, staring at the untouched espresso in front of me. You look like a man carrying a corpse, Henri said, lighting his cigarette. Stop mourning and start building. I have 50 million reasons to build, I muttered. I just don't know if I have the guts. He laughed. Guts? Boy, someone paid you to disappear. That is the best motivation in the world. The next morning he dragged me to a glass office in the 8th arrondissement. Sophie Laurent, he announced, pushing open the door. A woman in a sharp black suit looked up from her laptop. So you're the famous ghost, she said, shaking my hand hard. Henri says you need a company born yesterday. I need it born today, I answered. She grinned. I like impatient clients. Sit. Within an hour we had a name. Apex Innovations, I said out loud. Sophie typed it. Clean, strong, expensive sounding. Done. Now, what does Apex actually do? Green energy apps. Real-time carbon tracking, smart home solar, stuff normal people can use. She raised an eyebrow. You have 50 million and you want to save the planet? I have 50 million because someone wanted me gone, I said. I'm going to make them watch me matter. That afternoon Henri took me to Le Bristol Hotel Bar. A man in an expensive coat was already waiting. Raoul Valois. He introduced himself, gripping my hand. Henri says you have fire in you. I have money, I said. I need someone who knows where to put it. He leaned in. Show me the pitch. I slid my phone across the table and opened the mock-up I'd sketched on the plane. He scrolled for 30 seconds and whistled. You want 10% for 5 million. 7% for 8 million, I shot back. He laughed loud. You have fire. Deal. He clapped my shoulder so hard the table shook. 2 days later my phone rang with an American number. My stomach dropped. Elena. I answered. Where are you? Her voice cracked right away. Mom said you took money and ran. 50 million? Is that true? I closed my eyes. Yes. Silence. Then sobbing. I thought you loved me. How could you sell us for money? Your mother put the check in my hand, I said, voice flat. She told me I was never good enough. So I took the money and left. She lied to me. Elena cried. She said you came to her begging. Believe whatever helps you sleep, Elena. Don't hang up. Please come home. We can fix. I ended the call. My hand shook so badly I almost dropped the phone. Sophie walked in right then with fresh papers. Bad time? She asked, reading my face. Perfect time, I lied. Let's keep building. A week later I posted a job ad for a lead developer. 20 resumes came in. One stood out. Mia Chin, 24, coded for a failed startup, references glowing. We met in the new office, still half empty, paint still wet. You're younger than I expected, she said, shaking my hand. You're shorter than your LinkedIn picture, I replied. She laughed. Tell me why I should work for a guy who appeared out of nowhere with a mountain of cash. Because 3 years ago I was delivering pizza, I said. Now I have the money to change things, and I need someone who codes like the world is burning. Her eyes lit up. When do I start? Yesterday, I said. That night Raul called. First round closed, 20 million total. You're officially dangerous. I stared out at the Paris lights. Good, I whispered. Let them feel it. Revenge didn't feel loud. It felt like this, like quiet rooms filling with people who believed in me, like code compiling without errors, like money moving because I said so. The pain was still there, but now it had a job. Chapter 4. Building the foundation. I slammed the laptop shut and rubbed my eyes. It was 2 a.m. again. You're still here? Mia asked, walking in with 2 coffees. Yeah. Numbers don't sleep, I muttered. She set a cup in front of me. Drink. You look like death. I took it. Thanks. How's the new solar panel code coming? Almost ready for beta. You'll love the efficiency jump. She grinned. You're changing the world, you know that, right? I snorted. I'm just trying to keep the lights on. Liar, she said softly and went back to her desk. My phone buzzed. Dude, he said the second I picked up, Elena's engaged. My stomach dropped. What? Some hedge fund prince her mom handpicked. Announcement went live an hour ago. I'm sorry, man. I closed my eyes. She didn't even call. You okay? No. But I will be. Thanks for telling me. I hung up and stared at the screen until it went black. The next week I flew to Berlin for the Global Energy Summit. I almost skipped it, but Raul insisted. I was grabbing coffee in the lobby when I heard that voice. Success isn't about innovation, Reginald Hawthorne boomed from the stage during the keynote. It's about crushing the competition before they even know they're in the fight. I froze. He looked exactly like the photos, silver hair, perfect suit, perfect smirk. He didn't recognize me. Why would he? To him I was the nobody who disappeared. I slipped into the back row and listened to him talk about protecting legacy at all costs. Every word felt like a slap. When the panel ended, I walked straight out. I didn't trust myself to stay calm. Back in Paris, Apex was exploding. Raul called almost daily. Another investor wants in, he said over speaker while I signed contracts. German pension fund. 50 million. Take it, I told him. You sure? They want board seats. I said take it. He laughed. Yes, boss. Sophie burst into my office 2 days later, face pale. We've been hacked, she said. They got into the server with the new battery patents. My blood went cold. How bad? Bad. Everything's gone unless we pay 10 million in crypto by tomorrow. I stood up. Call the police? Already did. They say it's a professional ring. Probably Russian. Mia ran in right then. False trail. I traced the attack. It bounced through servers owned by a shell company in Cyprus. And? The shell company is funded by a rival of Hawthorne Industries. Someone wants both of us weak. I exhaled. So this isn't about me. It's about them. Still hurts us, Sophie said. That night I couldn't sleep. I opened a bottle of whiskey and called the only person I knew who could fix this. Alex speaking, came the calm voice. Alex, it's me. I need the best cybersecurity guy in Europe. Money isn't a problem. He laughed. You're talking to him. Send me the logs. I'll be on the first flight to Paris. Alex arrived at dawn. Tattoos, hoodie, energy drink in hand. Nice office, he said, already typing. Relax. I eat ransomware for breakfast. For 6 straight hours he worked while the rest of us watched. Got them, he finally said. Patches are live. Data's safe. And I left a little present. If they try again, their own systems fry. I shook his hand. You're hired. Permanent. He grinned. Thought you'd never ask. Mia found me on the balcony later, city lights blinking below. You okay? She asked quietly. No, I admitted. Hearing she's engaged, it hurts worse than the 50 million ever did. She leaned on the railing beside me. Then let it hurt. Then let it make you unstoppable. I looked at her. You believe I can do this? I believe you already are. I nodded, feeling something shift inside, pain turning into steel. Inside, my phone lit up with a news alert. Hawthorne Industries stock down 8% on patent leak rumors. I smiled for the first time in days. Let the games begin. Chapter 5. The Turning Tide. The conference room exploded the second the contract was signed. We did it. Mia threw her arms around me, laughing. 100 million euros, boss. Raoul lifted his champagne. To Apex. And to the man who made it happen. Lena, our new angel investor, clinked her glass against mine. You move fast. I like that. Jules, the marketer we just hired, was already live streaming. Say something to the world, see? I forced a grin. Thank you, team. This is only the beginning. Inside, my chest felt hollow. Winning felt good, but it didn't fill the hole Elena left. That night my phone rang. Lila. Bro, you sitting down? Always bad when you start like that, I said. Elena's wedding is off. Her perfect fiancé got caught with 2 models in Monaco. The photos are everywhere. I stared at the Eiffel Tower lights outside my window. You serious? Dead serious. Elena's messaged me crying. She asked about you. I laughed, low and bitter. Karma finally showed up. Don't enjoy it too much, Lila warned. She's broken. Too late for tears, I said and hung up. 10 minutes later, another call. Unknown French number. Hello. Stay away from my daughter. Victoria Hawthorne's voice cut like ice. I gripped the phone tighter. You paid me 50 million to disappear, Victoria. I disappeared. You don't get to call the shots anymore. You think money makes you her equal? You're still the nobody I bought. Good night, Mrs. Hawthorne. I ended the call, heart hammering. The next morning Raoul walked into my office holding 2 coffees. I know who you are, he said, handing me a cup. I froze. What? I was at the Hawthorne Gala 3 years ago. Saw the way they treated you. Heard about the check. He sat down. Use it, my friend. Turn their poison into your fuel. I exhaled slowly. Already started. Good. He smiled. Then let's burn their market share to the ground. 2 weeks later we launched SolarPulse, an app that did everything Hawthorne Energy's platform did, only cheaper, faster, and greener. Within days we stole half their European customers. Then the text came. Unknown number, Café de Flore. For PM, please. I almost deleted it. Instead I went. She was already there, sunglasses on even though the sun was weak. She looked thinner, eyes red. I'm sorry, she said before I even Saturday. I didn't know about the money until you were gone. I stayed standing. You didn't ask either. I was scared of her. I thought if I fought, she'd cut me off completely. So you let her buy me off. My voice stayed flat. Tears rolled down her cheeks. I was stupid. I thought you'd fight for me. I did fight, I said. I fought by leaving. And I'm still fighting, only now it's for me. She reached for my hand. Can we try again? Please? I looked at her fingers on mine. Once that touch lit me up. Now it felt cold. I loved you more than anything, I said quietly. But you let your mother pay me like a dog. I'm not for sale anymore, Elena. And I'm definitely not coming back. I pulled my hand away. Take care of yourself, I said, and walked out into the Paris rain. Behind me I heard her sob my name once, but I didn't turn around. The scar still hurt, but for the first time the pain felt like power instead of weakness. I dialed Raul on the way back to the office. Double the marketing budget, I told him. Let's finish them. Chapter 6, Rising Conflicts. I stood at the edge of the gala ballroom in Monaco, champagne in my hand, watching my app climb the download charts on the giant screen behind the stage. Then I felt someone breathing fire behind me. You think you can challenge us, boy? Reginald Hawthorne's voice was low, dangerous. I turned slowly. I already am, I said, meeting his eyes without blinking. He stepped closer, the smell of his cologne thick. You're playing with forces you don't understand. Walk away now and I'll let you keep your little European toy company. I smiled. No. He leaned in until his mouth almost touched my ear. Then prepare to lose everything again. Sophie appeared at my side in seconds, her hand on my arm. Don't answer him here, she whispered. He's recording. I nodded once and walked away, heart hammering. 2 days later, Sophie called me at 3 a.m. They just filed 3 lawsuits, she said, voice tight. Patent infringement, trademark, defamation. They're trying to bleed us dry. How long do we have? Weeks, maybe less. We fight or we fold. I stared at the dark ceiling. We fight. Morning came too fast. I walked into the office and found Mia waiting by my door, eyes red. Can we talk? She asked. I let her in, closed the door. She didn't sit. I need to tell you something, she started, twisting her hands. I've had feelings for you for months. I know it's stupid and bad timing and... Mia. No, let me finish. I'm not asking for anything. I just couldn't keep pretending. If it makes you uncomfortable, I'll leave the company today. I exhaled. You're the best coder I have. I'm not losing you. But I can't give you what you want right now. She nodded fast, blinking back tears. I know. I just needed to say it. She left, and I felt the weight of another crack in my world. That same afternoon, Raul burst into my office without knocking. Jules sold us out, he said, throwing a folder on my desk. Bank records. $250,000 from a Hawthorne shell company. My stomach dropped. Get him in here. Jules walked in 10 minutes later, sweating. I didn't raise my voice. Why? He looked at the floor. They promised me a VP spot. Said Apex would be crushed anyway. I thought I was choosing the winning side. Get out, I said. Security will escort you. You'll hear from our lawyers. He started crying. I'm sorry Out. The door closed. I sat there, fists clenched so hard my nails cut my palms. Trust was a luxury I couldn't afford anymore. Marco landed that night. He found me on the balcony, staring at the city lights. Dude, he said, handing me a beer, you look like hell. I laughed, but it came out broken. I just fired someone I trusted. Again. He clinked his bottle against mine. Then build something so big no one can touch it. You're the boss now. Act like it. His words stuck with me. Next morning, the news hit. Victoria Hawthorne rushed to hospital, suspected heart attack. Stress-related, the article said. Hawthorne's stock dropped another 12%. I felt nothing. Then I felt everything. I was on a plane to Singapore that night, meeting Kim Park, the advisor Raul swore by. Over dinner she didn't waste time. Your app is good. Your story is better. Asia wants underdogs who bite back. Give me 6 months, I'll open every door from Tokyo to Jakarta. Done, I said. We shook hands. Another piece locked into place. Back in Paris, late, I opened an anonymous email. Inside was a single screenshot, an investment of 8 million euros into Apex, made 6 months ago under a fake name. The real name was listed in the fine print. Elena Hawthorne Family Trust. Authorized by Elena R. Hawthorne. I stared at the screen until the letters blurred. She'd been funding me the whole time. Quietly. Risking everything. I closed the laptop, leaned back, and for the first time in months I didn't know whether to laugh or cry. Chapter 7. The downfall begins. I sat in my Paris office, staring at the news feed on my laptop. Headlines screamed, Hawthorne Industries in free fall, scandals rock billion-dollar empire. My chest tightened, part satisfaction, part unease. Was this what I wanted? My phone buzzed. Elena's name flashed. I hesitated, then answered. Mom regrets everything, she whispered, voice cracking. She knows she was wrong, okay? Please, talk to her. I gripped the phone, knuckles white. It's too late, Elena. She paid me to disappear. She doesn't get to apologize now. But she's suffering. Elena pleaded. So did I snapped, hanging up. Her words lingered, fueling the fire in me. Victoria's regret wasn't enough. Not after she shattered my life. The door swung open. Mia poked her head in, her dark hair tied back. You okay? You look like you're about to punch something. I forced a smile. Just news. Hawthorns are tanking. Good, she said, stepping closer. You've earned this, you know. They tried to bury you, but look at you now. Her words steadied me. Thanks, Mia. I just feel weird. Like I'm supposed to be happy, but it's heavy. She nodded. That's because you're human. But this? It's justice. My phone buzzed again. A text from Reginald Hawthorne, Elena's dad. We need to talk. Urgent. I rolled my eyes but called him back. What do you want, Reginald? I asked, voice flat. Son, listen, he said, his tone desperate. Hawthorne Industries is struggling. Join us. Merge with Apex. We'll make you a partner. I laughed, cold and sharp. Join you? I'm building my own empire. You don't get to claim me now. You're making a mistake, he growled. You need us. No, I said, voice steady. You need me. And I'm done with your family. I hung up, heart pounding. For the first time, I felt in control. Later, I met Henri at his favorite cafe. The old man sipped espresso, his eyes sharp. You're doing well, my boy. But don't let vengeance blind you. I'm not, I said, leaning forward. This isn't revenge. It's consequences. They chose this. He chuckled. Wise words. Keep your focus. Your company's changing the world. Back at the office, Alex, my tech guru, burst in, laptop in hand. Boss, our new app just hit 1 million downloads. We're killing it. I grinned, the weight lifting. That's what I like to hear. Keep pushing, Alex. But then, a news alert popped up. Victoria Hawthorne hospitalized after car crash. My stomach twisted. The article blamed stress, her empire's collapse, the scandals. For a second, guilt flickered. Was this my fault? She brought this on herself. Still, the thought gnawed at me. Mia noticed my face. You're not responsible for her choices, she said firmly. She tried to destroy you. Remember that. I nodded, but the unease stayed. That afternoon, I met Elias, a banker with slick hair and a sharp suit. Apex is a gold mine, he said over coffee. I'm ready to fund your Asia expansion. 10 million, no strings. Deal, I said, shaking his hand. Power surged through me. I was the billionaire now. The Hawthorns? They were drowning in debt. Jules, that trader who leaked my plans, was jobless, begging for scraps. My transformation felt complete, from broken to unbreakable. That night, alone in my apartment, an email pinged. No sender name, just a subject. You think you've won? My heart raced as I opened it. Your empire's built on lies. Secrets will bury you. I stared at the screen, pulse hammering. What secrets? Who was this? The room felt colder, the weight of new danger settling in. End of Chapter 7. Chapter 8, Climax of Revenge. My phone buzzed at 3 a.m. Sophie's name flashed on the screen. Wake up. Someone just tried to push a virus into the Apex servers. I traced the IP. You're not going to believe this. Tell me, I said, voice still thick with sleep. Damien Voss. Elena's ex-fiancé. He's working with 2 ex-Hawthorne IT guys. They want to tank tomorrow's product launch. I sat up in the dark. Send me everything. I'll meet you at the office in 20. By sunrise we had the proof, emails, bank transfers, even voice messages of Damien bragging he'd bury the nobody who stole his girl. Sophie's fingers flew across the keyboard. I'm calling the prosecutor now, she said. We go public in 4 hours or we lose the element of surprise. Do it. At 9 sharp the police knocked on Damien's penthouse door. I watched the live news on mute while Raoul poured coffee. Poetic, he laughed. The prince gets handcuffs on launch day. I didn't smile yet. There was one more thing I had to do alone. Victoria arrived at my office at noon. Victoria Hawthorne. She looked 20 years older than the woman who once handed me a check like I was trash. Her hands shook holding the cane. I heard about Damien, she whispered. I came to say I was wrong. About everything. Please, forgive me. I stared at her. My chest felt tight, but not with hate anymore. You paid me 50 million to disappear, I said quietly. You told Elena I left her for money. You destroyed us. Tears rolled down her cheeks. I thought I was protecting her. I was terrified of losing her the way I lost her father to his greed. I became the monster I feared. I walked to the window. Paris sparkled below. Forgiveness isn't a word I owe you, I said. But I'm not going to waste my life hating you either. You'll live with what you did. That's enough. She nodded, broken. Your company hit $1 billion today. Congratulations. Thank you. Now go. She left without another word. The door clicked shut, and I finally breathed. That night the whole team crowded into the rooftop bar. Raoul raised his glass first. To empires built on ashes, he shouted. Everyone cheered. Mia slipped her hand into mine. You okay? She asked softly. Getting there. Then I saw her, Elena, standing by the door in a simple black dress, eyes red from crying. Can we talk? She asked when the music dipped. We stepped to the edge of the terrace, city lights between us. I know everything now, she said. The check, the lies, Damien. I'm so sorry I didn't fight harder for you. I looked at her, the girl I once thought I'd marry, and felt nothing sharp. Just a dull ache, like an old scar. I loved you with every piece of me, Elena. But love isn't enough when trust is dead. She started crying harder. Is there any chance? No, I said gently. I'm not the same man you knew. And you're not the same girl. Let's not ruin the memories by forcing something new. She wiped her face, nodded, and walked away. Later, in the quiet of my apartment, I sat with Nora, my therapist, for the first time. Tell me what you're feeling right now, she said. Free, I answered, surprised at how true it was. Like I finally put the last piece down. She smiled. Then the story you've been carrying ends tonight. What do you want the next one to be? I thought of the kids I was putting through school with the Hawthorne fortune I'd turned into scholarships. I thought of Mia asleep in the next room, trusting me completely. I thought of the man who once signed away his future for 50 million and became a billionaire anyway. I want it to be about building, I said. Not breaking. Nora closed her notebook. Then go build. I turned off the lights, looked out at the city I now owned pieces of, and smiled. For the first time in years, I slept without dreaming of betrayal. Chapter 9. A New Empire Rises. I leaned against the glass wall of my penthouse office, watching the sun set over Paris. The city glittered below like scattered diamonds. My phone buzzed. Lila's name flashed on the screen. Open the door, loser. I'm freezing my ass off in your fancy lobby. I laughed and hit the elevator button. 30 seconds later she burst in, arms full of takeout bags and a bottle of champagne. You actually live here now? She said, spinning in a circle. This place is disgusting. I hate you. Love you too. I took the bags from her. You moved here for good? Signed the lease this morning. Couldn't let my little brother become a full-blown arrogant billionaire without me to keep him humble. She popped the champagne. To the kid who used to eat instant noodles for dinner every night. Look at you now. We clinked plastic cups. She flopped onto the couch. Elena sent me a friend request yesterday, she said quietly. My stomach tightened. You accept? Blocked her. Some things don't deserve second chances. She studied my face. You okay? I shrugged. I'm getting there. The door chimed again. Mia stepped in, cheeks pink from the cold, carrying a small gift box. Am I interrupting family time? She asked. Get in here, Lila ordered. We're celebrating my brother finally growing a pair. Mia laughed and handed me the box. Happy 1-year anniversary of Apex going public. I opened it, a simple silver keyring with a tiny engraved sun. Because you rose, she said softly. I pulled her close and kissed her forehead. Thank you. Lila fake gagged. I'm gonna throw up. I'll be in the kitchen stealing your caviar. She disappeared, leaving us alone. Mia touched my cheek. You've been quiet all week. Talk to me. I exhaled. Got a letter today. Handwritten. From Elena. Mia stiffened but didn't pull away. What did it say? That she's proud of me. That she's sorry. That she hopes I'm happy. I laughed, bitter and tired. 6 years too late. You gonna write back? No point. Some doors need to stay closed. She nodded, eyes gentle. Then let's close it for good tonight. We walked out to the rooftop terrace. Paris sparkled harder up here. I pulled the letter from my pocket, folded once, and lit it with my lighter. The flame ate the paper slowly. We watched it turn to ash and blow away in the wind. Goodbye, Elena, I whispered. Mia slipped her hand into mine. Hello, future. My phone rang. Roll. Kid, turn on the news. I put him on speaker. The anchor's voice filled the terrace. Victoria Hawthorne has officially filed for Chapter 11. Victoria Hawthorne was seen leaving the courthouse in tears. Sources say the family fortune is gone. Mia squeezed my hand. I felt nothing. No victory, no rage. Just quiet. Raoul came back on. You did it, my friend. Dinner tomorrow to celebrate. Only if you let me pay this time, I said. He laughed. Deal. Bring Mia. Bring Lila. Bring the whole damn circus. Call ended. Lila poked her head out. Was that Raoul? Tell him I'm single. Get your own billionaire, I shot back. She grinned. Already working on it. Later, the three of us sat on the terrace eating pizzas straight from the box. Lila told embarrassing stories from our childhood. Mia laughed until she cried. I looked at them, my sister, my love, my city, and something settled inside my chest. The next morning I walked into the new Apex Foundation office. 20 kids from rough neighborhoods waited, eyes wide at the computers and mentors. I crouched to the smallest one. What do you want to build when you grow up? A robot that cleans the ocean, he said. I smiled. Then let's start today. As I showed them how to code their first line, I felt it, peace. Real peace. The boy from the wrong side of the tracks who got paid to disappear had built something that would outlive all of them. And for the first time in years, I wasn't running from the past. I was running toward tomorrow.